been too long, hasn't it?
45 minutes too long, in fact.
I'm a very important person, you know.
I do know, and I consider myself very fortunate that the #1 ambulance chaser in the state of New York was able to pencil in her old friend for a crappy Italian dinner.
Well, first of all, I'm choosing to ignore the ambulance chaser comment. But when you pinky swear to remain best friends forever, there's really no going back on that, is there?
That, and I've still got that video of you singing Total Eclipse of the Heart from the 7th grade talent show.
Oh, God, don't remind me. Anyway, the service here sucks. Have you even gotten a drink yet?
I haven't even seen a waiter, but I could use a glass of wine. Maybe a bottle.
Doesn't sound like the mom of the year I know. Rough day?
Something like that.
Madeline is thumbing through her menu. Lily leans forward as if emphasizing what she says next.
Listen,
Madeline looks up. Lily sits back.
If you're going to drink an entire bottle of wine yourself, I make it a video good enough to beat my infamous talent show performance.
I doubt it. We all know that when I start drinking, I also start
crying. Yes, I know. It's practically your human tissue after senior prom, remember? But why did they have to cancel Facts of Life?
Okay, let's not bring that up. It's still a sensitive subject.
So, do we think anyone even works here?
I'm starting to think not. How's Danny?
Who cares?
Ouch, that ended fast. I thought you really liked him.
Lily shrugs.
You okay?
Yeah, So how is everyone?
Fine. We're fine. Honestly, Lil, I really would like to hear about your glamorous life in the city and forget about home for the length of this potentially endless dinner. We're not fine.
I know. Kristen came to see me.
Excuse me? When did she go into the city?
Last Thursday after school.
She was supposed to be at ballet last Thursday after school.
She skipped it. Come on, cut the kid some slack. She needed to blow off some steam. Things haven't exactly been a walk in the park around your house.
I know. I live there.
She told me everything, and I've got to be honest, I think you're being pretty harsh.
Well, of course I'm being harsh when you're talking to my 17-year-old drama queen of a daughter. And I'm sure she didn't tell you everything.
She doesn't want to go to college. She wants to become a model. I've heard it all.
Then you understand where I'm coming from.
I just think that threatening to kick her out is a little harsh, Madeline. It's not like she's on drugs or something.
Yet.
Oh, come on. She's a good kid. You remember what it's like to be 17?
Of course I remember what it's like to be 17. I was an idiot who blubbered about the facts of life. I couldn't plan out the next day, much less make decisions about my future. It's called tough love. She'll thank us later.
Or she'll resent you later.
Don't pretend to understand, Lily. Joe and I have worked very hard for all that we have. Kristen has every opportunity available to her. She's smart, talented, and funny, and she'll be great at anything she does.
Exactly. Kristen is beautiful. She could really do this. She could make it.
Or she could fail. She could fail, and then what would she have? No education, no money, and nowhere to turn. It's a 1 in a million chance. I'm not going to let her throw her whole future away because some woman in a mall told her she's got what it takes. This is none of your business. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Now where the hell is that waiter?
I told her she could move in with me.
You what?
It's the perfect compromise, Maddie. She moves in with me in the city, and I'll make sure she's under control. She can pursue her dream and be happy instead of doing something she doesn't really want to do.
You had no right.
She's my goddaughter.
And that gives you no right to interfere.
You don't understand her. You're not always the easiest person to get along with, and I just wanted to help. I wanted to be there for her, for you. Don't you see what a perfect situation this is? God, could the service here get any worse?
I should go anyway.
No, stay. You're being ridiculous.
You're being ridiculous. You have no idea what it's like to be a parent. When you're a parent, you feel everything your child feels. When Kevin broke his arm, I felt it. When Kristen forgot her lines in the school play, I felt it. I was there to pick up the pieces and to build them back again. And I understood their pain because it was my pain too. You can never understand that. You've always wanted to just be able to swoop in and save the day. You're my cool friend who can do no wrong, who lets the kids eat candy for dinner and ice cream for breakfast. But that's not what being a parent is, Lily.
Harold the waiter enters. He is unseen to both women.
But I guess you're going to figure that out soon enough, aren't you?
Hello and welcome to Papa Vinny's. My name is Harold and I'll be your server this evening. Can I get you ladies something to drink?
Yes.
Are
water,
you
please.
kidding me?
Lily.
Oh, come on.
So that's one water and I'm sorry, what would you like, ma'am?
The last half hour of my life back.
Lily.
We have been at this table for quite a while. What was it, Harry? And I don't know if you've ever worked in the restaurant industry, but it's customary for the waiter to approach the table immediately after the guests have been seated. And if you haven't noticed, we're your only damn customers.
I'm sorry.
That's just like you, Lily. You think that just because you're wearing a $5,000 suit and shoes that cost more than my entire house, you're allowed to just judge everyone else around you. You don't get to tell people what to do here. This isn't the courtroom. And I'm sure Harold has a perfectly understandable reason for why it took him so long to get to our drink orders.
Mondays are usually slow. I have an audition on Thursday and I need to memorize a new monologue. I didn't even see you guys come in. Please don't ask for the manager.
An audition?
I'm an actor. I'm just waiting tables on the side.
This just keeps getting better.
I have a
and
water
better.
too.
I'll be right back with those waters. Right back, I promise.
Better be quick or I will call the manager.
Does that not make you understand where I'm coming from?
I understand that you're afraid she'll end up waiting tables or with no job at all, whatever. But Madeline, I really think this is something you should let her do. She could always go back to college later. And
You just don't get it, Lily.
you're holding her back. Just because you've never done anything with your life doesn't mean your daughter should have to follow in your footsteps. Sorry, Madeline. You know, I didn't
No, you're
mean-
right. I'm a stay-at-home soccer mom who couldn't even win the election for PTA president.
It's not true. I didn't mean it like that.
You've been right about a lot, Lily. Kristen is beautiful, and maybe she could make it. But what you're wrong about is that I don't want this life for her. I don't want her stuck at home in a holiday-themed sweater. If she goes down this path, even if she does make it, she works for, what, a couple of years? Till she's too old? Till she's 25? And then she'll meet some nice boy and settle down in the suburbs with a white picket fence, a handful of kids, and a life she doesn't really want. She deserves so much more than that. She can be so much more than that. She could be like you.
What?
I want Kristen to be like you. It's all I've ever wanted for her. I want her to carry a briefcase and work her way to the top, and then when she gets there, I want her to have enough of a backbone to tell off her idiot actor/waiter on the side. I couldn't do those things, but she can.
Lily is stunned. Madeline stands up to leave.
I won't give up this fight until I've won. I hope that one day you'll be able to respect that. I hope that you'll be at Kristen's graduation in May, and I hope that you'll give her the advice that you know is right. We're counting on you. I always have been.
Madeline exits. Lily is sitting alone. Harold places 2 glasses of water slowly on the table. Blackout.